The name is UC01, so it's a USB charger. It is the only USB charger you want to have on your desktop. And it obviously charges things that runs through USB. I mean, we spend a lot of time understanding what or where or what we should be doing, and that's why we take some time to figure out how, where we want to put our efforts and deliver products into the market. So we did this UC. It took us quite a long time to figure out also exactly what it's supposed to do other than charging, and what it actually does other than charge. It sits very well onto your desktop, which tends to be a big problem with these kind of charging devices.
I work at Jasper Morrison's studio, and this is something that we worked on. And as Petter was saying, the concept's very simple. It's to charge USB devices. But what's interesting is that when you start developing it and modeling this sort of thing up, immediately you find that it becomes more and more useful. It's even now, coming to Milan, staying in an apartment, we need one of these immediately. We all have USB things to charge. We're looking for multiple points to connect. Something as simple and as elegant as this allows multiple point things to be charged at the same time. And as Petter said, it's designed to sit on a desktop, to be present and to be available. And it's got a nice sort of friendly character. So it's plastic with silicon. We've chosen not to paint it, so it's got a natural finish that's just from the mold. It's got silicon here on this area that's got, the area that indicates where you touch, where the device plugs in. You could argue that, but our approach to sustainability is that good design is the most sustainable thing you can give to a product. And the intention with this is that it is something that's designed to last and work. And it's not a kind of, like a lot of the products aren't cutting-edge technology that will be redundant in a short time. They are things that you're going to need for a long time, really. And so they're designed with that in mind, to not go out of fashion style-wise or technology-wise, and to always be useful, really.
Well, it takes a very long time to do products, consumer electronics especially. One thing is to make a chair, but to make a consumer electronic product that needs to pass certain certificates and of course also be sellable in different countries, because there are different standards, different places. So it is a very tedious process, and also to be able to, I always wanted to build these products in Europe, and there, we are based in Switzerland, and I thought always that we should do as many products here, because it's of course less difficult culturally to talk to someone to build it for you that actually understands the culture and the language that we are representing. And it takes time really to do this. A simple product like this we have spent more than 2 years doing, and of course on top of that we don't do any kind of product, so we want to do that product, and we are willing to wait to be able to do exactly how we want that product to be. So we don't compromise the design and how we want the design to sit there and not be intrusive into the environment, with the language of Jasper, but it also takes a lot of adaptation to what's inside. It looks very simple, but actually to do it, because it's different from what you get from the shelf, it actually is difficult to make. In Italian, I already see that they call it the fair of design and furniture. So that's already sitting there. Whether in English we would call this the furniture fair, rightly so. The last years, of course, there have been many different companies, whether there have been BMW, everyone are doing something around here, because it's about creativity and form and thereby design. So I'm not very occupied with whether you need to sort of distill it into being just furniture. It has its natural evolution, and thanks to furniture design, and the sort of attention to furniture design, which is a little more approachable for whether you're a student or whoever, you know, that's a starting point, and that how that sort of evolves into other product categories is all very natural, I think.
Yeah, and I think it shows, I mean, Jasper's right, the fair is about a lot more than furniture now. It's not a furniture fair anymore, and it's not a trade fair, it's become something much bigger in the design industry. But it shows the importance of furniture design really being, you know, which is the backbone of what Jasper's office does. How that, you know, as the fair grows, Jasper's work grows into other areas as well. And it's a nice synergy, I think.